Improve bone density, strength, balance, and overall longevity with OsteoStrong Hickory. Call 828-270-0918.
Welcome into the WHKY News for Juneteenth, Thursday, June 19th. I'm Ralph Mangum. The WHKY News is on over-the-air TV every weekday at 5:30 and 10 on Channel 14.2, and we are on the Compass, SkyBest, Vibrant, TDS, and Comporium cable systems. Look for us online at WHKY.com and on our YouTube channel. In today's top stories, Attorney General Jeff Jackson filed a lawsuit in bankruptcy court against the D.N.A. testing company 23andME to protect North Carolinians' private genetic data from being sold without consent during the company's bankruptcy proceedings. WHKY's Rob Eastwood has that story.
We've previously reported on 23andMe here on WHKY. The company filed for bankruptcy earlier this year. According to the North Carolina Department of Justice, they are now attempting to sell genetic data collected from more than 15 million people nationwide to the highest bidder. If this data is sold to another company without customers' consent, North Carolinians who sent biological samples or other personal information to 23andMe are at risk of their data being exposed, compromised, or used for other unintended purposes. N.C.D.H.H.S was previously investigating 23andMe over its 2023 data breach that potentially compromised the genetic data of millions of people nationwide. Consumers who were impacted by the 2023 breach have until July 14th of this year to file a claim against 23andMe. Attorney General Jackson is now encouraging North Carolinians who used 23andMe's services to delete their data from the platform as soon as possible. For tips on how to do this, go to this story at our website, WHKY.com. Reporting for WHKY News, I'm Rob Eastwood.
Thank you, Rob. Today is Juneteenth, and there are several upcoming events in the community to commemorate the occasion. WHKY's Arianna Mack has the details.
Juneteenth marks the day federal troops arrived in Galveston, Texas in 1865 to proclaim that all enslaved people were free. The troops' arrival came a full 2.5 years after the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation. Juneteenth honors the end to slavery in the United States. It became a federal holiday on June 17, 2021. Throughout the month of June, Catawba County agencies and organizations have commemorated Juneteenth with celebrations, performances, parades, guest speakers, revival resource fairs, informative programming, and family gatherings. There are a few more events scheduled in Catawba County to celebrate Juneteenth that you won't want to miss. There are 3 events on June 21st, the 3rd annual Juneteenth Community Read and Book Discussion, The American Queen, at 10 a.m. at Sherrills Ford Branch Library, and then another opportunity for that same read and book discussion at 11 a.m. at the main library in Newton. On June 21st, the Greater Hickory Ministerial Alliance Worship Celebration will happen from noon to 3 p.m. at Brown Pen Recreation Center. On June 24th, the 3rd annual Juneteenth Community Read and Book Discussion will happen again of The American Queen at 6 p.m. at the Maiden Branch Library. June 27th is Jive After 5, Juneteenth, live music by The Tams and Little Red from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Maiden Town Hall. For more information and to see the full details of Juneteenth events, sponsors, and partnerships, visit Catawba Juneteenth. I'm Arianna Mack for WHKY.
Thank you, Arianna. Yesterday, the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services announced the launch of Path NC, the partnership and technology hub for North Carolina. It's a new statewide information system that marks a step forward in modernizing the administration of child welfare services. Path NC equips child welfare staff with real-time data and decision-making tools to better protect children and to improve outcomes for children and families across the state. Until now, North Carolina's 100 county departments of social services who administer child welfare services have operated with a patchwork of independent data systems. Nearly half of North Carolina's counties are still largely reliant on manual processes and paper records for child welfare operations. Path NC will bring all 100 counties together for the first time into a unified system. Path NC is designed to create a system that not only collects information, but also improves child welfare practice through evidence-based tools and actionable insights for the workforce. You can read much more at WHKY.com. In today's crime report, a Burke County inmate is taken to the hospital where he tries unsuccessfully to run away. Plus, we have information on an arrest for statutory rape of a child. In local sports, an update on the Learfield Cup and the latest from the Crawdads. And in Community Focus, we'll hear from the producers of the Carolina Summer Show, which is coming up this weekend in Valdez. A high today in the mid-80s with thunderstorms this afternoon and this evening. Starting tomorrow, look for hot, mostly sunny weather with highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s. We'll be in the mid to upper 90s throughout next week with a high of 97 expected on Wednesday. The chance of rain varies from less than 10% to about 35% depending on the day. Just a little less hot by the time next weekend gets here, but it'll still be in the upper 80s. Look for an up-to-date weather forecast at WHKY.com anytime you need it. I'm Ralph Mangum. You are watching the WHKY News.